Let this mineral site sit for a couple weeks because I've been out of town and something's really been hitting it. I can't wait to see on my trail camera, which I have right over there, what's been coming in and hitting this. I got my Moultrie deer feeder in from Amazon, and it's designed to collapse up and be installed in place, and that's what I'm gonna do. Get this ready. I've got 80 pounds of corn to put in it, and that's when we're gonna really start to see activity on this spot right here. First thing I'm gonna do is make a parts tray that I'm not gonna kick, that I have to walk a pretty good distance to get to. Next up, we're just gonna put the funnel in the bottom here with some plastic rivets. They just pop right in. That's done. Now we flip it upside down and stick it to the top. One of the nice things about this is you don't really need tools for this part because there is a bolt catcher molded into each of the holes, and then it's wing nuts on the other side. Bringing my parts tray over since I'm not going to be walking around. I'm going to do this a bit like a wheel. Do it in a star pattern. You want to make sure that the bottom seats inside of this rim on the top. It's going to take some persuading, I think. Can't forget these gloves. I'm sweating everywhere anyway. Next we have the legs. The feeder motor itself just pops on these 3 studs. You just slide it on and oops, and twist. We're going to finish with the legs. Gonna dig out the loamy stuff and stick the legs in the dirt. Kind of anchor it. We don't have hogs here, we don't have bears here, but the deer might get ornery and try and knock it over. There we go, locks on, just like that. Got nice alligator clips. So I found out by accident trying to reset this that this has an internal battery backup in case your primary battery dies. That's pretty cool. Now I need to figure out how to set the time. Current time is 2:51. Now we're going to set the feed times. Feed remaining, we're going to set this, that's pretty cool, to 80 pounds. Set timer. I was playing with it a little bit before. I'm going to set it at 8 o'clock because this is a suburban location and I don't want to make anybody mad when this goes off because it's going to be loud. 8 o'clock. And then we're going to start with 8 seconds. That's going to be about 2 pounds. And set. We're gonna do this. Yeah, 6 p.m. is good for now. 4 seconds is good because that's 1 pound and we don't want to have too much sitting here overnight. 0, 0, 0. Okay. Oh, it gives me 26 days worth of feeding with the feed I'm gonna dump in here. Okay, now I gotta fill it actually. I don't have anything in here to test it with. I usually get my corn at a feed store, but I didn't have a chance to stop by because it's so out of my way. I just picked this stuff up at Bass Pro Shops because it was close and the price was worth the convenience. And I could put a lot more in there, but that's a good start right there. It's locked on and it has, you can put bungees on, which I might have to do because raccoons are pretty crafty. Okay, we're gonna test this out. Testing, get away. This is gonna be 8 seconds right here. Ow, ow, man. Woo, that flings it. We're not gonna need 8 seconds. Glad I tested that. So that's gonna come down to 4 seconds. Yeah, and then this is gonna come down to 2 seconds. And hit set and hold it. Whoop. That's it, that's all I had to do actually. Excellent, excellent. That was super easy. Well, this is spread out in a pretty good radius. And so I'm gonna have to set up my blind so I get a good shot all the way around. The deer come right down this back path here and they come into this mineral station. Everything's pretty tight because, like I've been saying, this is a suburban area, perfectly legal to hunt here, but I don't have a lot of options for shooting lanes, even though I'm just gonna be using a bow or an air gun. And so I got to have that in consideration. And I also have to make sure that I'm not shooting deer and they run off into somebody's yard that doesn't want a deer dying there. So that's a big reason why I'm also using a feeder in the first place, because I wouldn't be able to hunt here otherwise if I can't plant a food plot. If the deer aren't going to be coming through here on their own, I'd have zero chance of hunting them. This is the one and only place I have to hunt anywhere near around here, right here. This feeder brings them right here. It makes things safer because I can pick my shots. It's not going to be a matter of like a deer come running through and I have to make a decision very quickly. I can wait. I can plan my shots. In fact, with the information I get from my trail camera, I'll probably have specific deer that I'm going to want to shoot, and I'm going to try to identify the deer that come in. Is that one of the deer that's on my hit list? And then if so, I can wait until they turn to the perfect shot and have the fastest kill possible, which the whole point is to get them into my freezer and on my plate. And so this is probably going to kick things up for my Trail Cam Tuesdays. And if you want to follow that, be sure to click here to subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. You can see the links right here. I really appreciate you watching Twang and Bang. I hope to see you next time.